From rap royalty to legal scrutiny, Jay-Z and Diddy, two icons of hip-hop, now face explosive allegations linking their names together in legal crimes. Hollywood's elite is crumbling, and we have the full story for you. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Scandalous Media. It's Alana here. Hollywood's untouchable elite are worried, and the glittering facade of Hollywood is cracking as some of its most powerful players are finally being held accountable, revealing dark secrets. Jay-Z seems to be next on the Diddy Hit List. I told you guys he will start singing soon. Apparently, Diddy is gearing up to bring others down with him as he sits in jail awaiting his trial coming May 2025. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything that connects Jay-Z to Diddy's case, and how his response back to the lawyer filing these claims just proves Jay-Z is guilty and worried. This is a video you'll want to watch till the end because just like Hollywood's circle is intertwined, their secrets are also intertwined. Before we start, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe for more. We have been exposing the elites of Hollywood on our blog Scandalous Media since 2013, so when you give this video a like, take it as your contribution to helping us continue exposing the lies of the rich and famous, and take it as joining the exposing family. How Jay-Z got involved. Jay-Z's name being linked to a story about Diddy that's been out there for months just proves you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. At this point, we have all heard the story of Diddy being a 13-year-old girl at a VMA's after party. Remember, this is the same after party Diddy attended with his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez. If you want the scoop of Diddy's relationship with JLO, we recently made a video about it, and in it we do talk about the incident that took place in the year 2000. On October 21, a story was released to the media about one of the lawsuits against Diddy. The lawsuit said that Diddy and an unnamed male celebrity bulked a 13-year-old girl at a VMA after party. The lawsuit also notes that an unnamed female celebrity was there too and watched the whole thing go down. In the lawsuit, Jane Doe says when she arrived at the party, she was asked to sign a document which she believes was an NDA. The legal action says she recognized many celebrities at the party and observed widespread drug use, including cocaine. A waitress offered her a drink that made her feel woozy, so she went into a room to lie down, according to the lawsuit. Soon afterward, the legal action says Mr. Combs and Mr. Carter entered the room with a female celebrity described as Celebrity B. Plaintiff immediately recognized all three celebrities, says the lawsuit. The legal action says Mr. Combs approached her with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her, and said, "You are ready to party." Many people pointed the finger towards JLo, saying that she was the unnamed female celebrity since she was dating Diddy at the time. So far, the female celebrity is unnamed, but maybe not for long because suddenly on December 8th, the unnamed male celebrity got exposed to be Jay-Z. Which makes me think is the unnamed female celebrity Beyonce. The lawyer who was filing these lawsuits and claimed is named Tony Busby. Now, we have spoken about Tony months ago because he was the Texas lawyer who said that his firm is actively seeking victims of Diddy to come out and speak. He is currently representing 120 people in lawsuits against Diddy. He even hinted a few months ago that some celebrity names might come out alongside Diddy's name. Tony filed a civil lawsuit that named Jay-Z for allegedly raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 with Diddy. Jay-Z responded to the lawsuit with a lengthy statement in which he denied the allegations and said his only heartbreak is for his family. Jay-Z said, "My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence." Funny, he's pleading the same claim that Diddy's pleading, that these two extremely powerful and rich A-list celebrities are innocent little rabbits, and all the victims coming out, ones who are filing anonymously mind you, are just greedy, evil people. Yeah, okay. Jay-Z continued and dismissed the lawsuit as a blackmail attempt, and he went after Tony Busby and vowed to expose him as a fraud in a very public fashion. His statement sounds like a threat, to be honest, and the entire statement has a very rough undertone. It's incredibly gaslighting. His statement read, "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt, called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny." Funny how he's acting as if from this blackmail attempt, he suddenly decided to come online and expose Tony, but in reality, Jay-Z has been trying to sue Tony and silence him from behind closed doors for a while now, probably worried that one day the story will make it to light, which it now did. Reports said on November 18th, an unnamed male celebrity filed a lawsuit against Tony. The paperwork accused the attorney and his firm of shamelessly attempting to extort exorbitant sums from him or else publicly file wildly false, horrific allegations against him. The New York Times reported on December 9 that Jay-Z was the one who sued Tony. He continues in a statement and says, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against the minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case." I have so much to say about his statement because it even shocked the media, but we'll get to that soon. I love how he's trying to use logic to defy the truth. Whomever would commit such a crime against the minor should be locked away. Yeah, I doubt you actually believe that. This lawyer, who I've done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern for these types of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you that I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. So funny seeing him try and use logic and innocence to hide behind who he actually is. Whomever would commit a crime against a minor should be locked away. My heart goes out to the true victims in the world. Shut up. You don't actually believe a single word you are saying, and neither do the rest of us. He basically threatened him by saying that he's seen his kind many times and knows how to deal with them. Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you deal with them so well that they suddenly no longer exist. In the end, he says, "You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same." Is this him shading Diddy, saying that he isn't the same as his good friend? I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the projects of Brooklyn. And there it is. The typical celebrity response of, "Me? I'm a billionaire, but I'm just a kid from a small town like you." People also note that by calling himself a young man, it implies that Jay-Z is the young, vulnerable party. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theories, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have leveled against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. The general public's response to Jay-Z was actually what was laughable. Maybe this would make sense if the celebrity we were talking about wasn't Jay-Z, but come on, Jay-Z, who is practically the foundation of Hollywood, is some innocent squirrel? That's what's laughable. The most logical answer is usually the right one, and sorry Jay-Z, but nothing about you, your career, your peers, or your morals screams innocent. The next day, Jay-Z pulled out a card he hasn't had to use in a while, the family card. He, Beyonce, and their daughter Blue Ivy were all together on the red carpet for Disney's premiere of Mufasa: The Lion King. Breaking down Jay-Z's PR strategy. As I said earlier, Jay-Z's statement surprised a lot of people, including the media. For starters, this is the fastest Jay-Z's responded back to allegations, which people weren't expecting to happen. Forbes broke down Jay-Z's PR strategy, saying that a simple denial wasn't enough. Jay-Z knew he needed a calculated PR strategy to control the narrative and limit the fallout. I noticed that it must have been Jay-Z who wrote the statement himself because he used interesting grammar. It didn't seem like something a lawyer would write up for you. This makes me believe Jay-Z thinks he is powerful enough to write up his own statement without running it through anyone, and it wasn't a traditional celebrity statement. It needed to be bold and fiery to scare off whoever it needed to scare off. His statement was meant to discredit the lawsuit and the lawyer and flip the narrative. He didn't mince words, calling the allegations absurd and labeling them as blackmail, and it's supposed to show his confidence, and from that confidence, we can only logically think the claims are baseless. Forbes made a good point, saying that the jabs Jay-Z took against Tony Busby weren't to just discredit Tony, but to also get under his skin. Jay-Z's ego is so big, he's determined not to let this media-savvy lawyer outmaneuver him. Jay-Z also tries to challenge Tony. He doesn't say he's lying, but rather pokes holes in Tony's credibility and motives. When saying, "Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away, would you not agree?" he's hyping up the drama without mentioning the fact that it isn't even a criminal case. He also tries to humanize himself by saying he's a young man from Brooklyn with an honor code, and he's not part of Tony's world, as if it's Tony who's the crazy rich A-list celebrity. He also continues to humanize himself by bringing his family into it. He mentioned his wife Beyonce and their children Blue Ivy, Rumi, and Sir, likely hoping her star power would add a protective layer. However, this move didn't land perfectly. Social media users were quick to point out the irony, referencing Lemonade, Beyonce's album that famously addresses Jay-Z's admitted infidelity and put their private struggles on public display. He also made sure to play the victim, shifting blame from himself to the children. Forbes says he describes himself as a young man who made it out of the projects of Brooklyn, adding, "We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor." At 56 years old, with a net worth of $2.5 billion, those lines feel out of sync with reality. The line, "Only your network of conspiracy theories and fake physics will believe the idiotic claims you have leveled against me," comes off as both cryptic and strange. He's claiming victimhood, yet also flexing that old-school toughness. He wants respect, empathy, and to be seen as misunderstood. At the same time, it might also serve as a warning to attorneys Busby and Maureen Comey, who recently joined the prosecution team in the Combs case, to think twice before challenging him. It's messy and contradictory, but if you look beyond the confusion, the message is clear. Jay-Z's putting certain people on notice. I never thought I'd see the day where Jay-Z's getting attacked and he's responding back, but what I do know is someone like Jay-Z doesn't go down easy, and he knows it, which is why his statement was a mix of tough talk, personal history, and brand clout, all smashed together. Responding to the criticism, Tony posted a picture of himself to his Instagram as a younger man in military uniform, with a caption saying he had faced a coordinated and aggressive effort to stop him from bringing the case forward. "I won't allow anyone to scare my clients into silence," he wrote. "Sunlight is the best disinfectant, and I'm quite certain the sun is coming." Jay-Z's friendship with Diddy. Jay-Z and Diddy both rose to fame in the 1990s and have maintained a close friendship over the years. Birds of a feather definitely stick together, with both Diddy and Jay-Z dodging jail time for 2 separate crimes in 1999, and now the duo is facing allegations together. How charming. We spoke a bit about Diddy's start in our recent video about his relationship with JLO, so go check that out. But in there we talk about how Diddy's label, Bad Boy Records, had signed Biggie and was a monumental record label during the West Coast-East Coast rivalry with Tupac. Jay-Z and Diddy ran in very similar circles since the 90s, when they each launched their own record labels, Bad Boy Records and Rockefeller Records. The pair formed a friendly rivalry, but over the years joined forces, both supporting each other. Here's a little monologue of their friendship over the years. So you're telling me that Diddy committed all these crimes and more that keep coming out, and his close dear friend Jay-Z is innocent? People have already been suspicious of Jay-Z for the longest time, and we can do a whole other video detailing his dark past, relationship with Beyonce, and much more. Speaking of Beyonce, this is a well-known fact, but it does tie hand in hand with how people like Jay-Z and Diddy roll, because Beyonce was only 19 when she dated 31-year-old Jay-Z. And that's the story they're running with publicly. She claims she was 18 when she met him and he was 30, and then a year and a half later, at 19, they started dating and he was 31. But people have noticed that there is mystery behind their age gap and when they started dating. People say that Beyonce is always changing up the timeline from when she dated Jay-Z. She was 17, 18, and 19 in all different interviews from the early 2000s. While Beyonce says they started dating when she was 19 and met him at age 18, Jay-Z recalls a different story, saying that they met when she turned 16 and he was 28 years old, and he vowed that she will be mine.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Right into how did 2 of the biggest names in music even meet?
Well, we met a long time ago. Award shows, a lot of different performances.
And at what point did the conversation come, hey, do you want to do some music?
Jay-Z called me. Hey, Bob, Jay-Z, I know you got killers. Please don't send them out my head. Just call me.
Well, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We will be updating you guys on Diddy and his case as it goes along. What do you guys think about Jay-Z and his involvement in Diddy's case? Do you think we're going to hear more about Jay-Z's crimes, or is he going to try and do everything he can to silence the lawyers? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. Take the like button as your contribution to helping us expose the lies of the rich and famous. Let us know what other videos you want to see us do next about Diddy, Beyonce, and Jay-Z. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.